Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Christy Kuntz, and today I'm going to show you a little bit about a classical memory work program with True North Homeschool Academy and how that works with Cross 7 platform. So out of an abundance of requests, I've been doing some demonstrations on this classical memory work program and how it integrates with Cross 7 and for this fall. And so my demonstrations are usually a lot longer than what I'm going to be able to show you here today. But I've had some requests that spouses wanted to kind of be able to get on and see. And those of you who have maybe missed those longer demonstrations. So today I'm just going to give you a glimpse into what the fall program may look like. And please be, comment or ask questions and follow up with us if you have any specific questions after you see this quick little glimpse into our program. So True North meets 45 minutes twice a week for this classical memory program. We work with our students with this platform of Cross 7 classical based memory work in association with Laura Murfin and her family. And so myself as an instructor and another instructor, we are so excited to be bringing this platform to you with cycle 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we will be integrating it with this platform. So this is what we will be using as our spine. We'll be using a lot of multi-sensory techniques with children because we understand that it is very hard for even adults to sit for long periods of time in front of the computer. And so that's why we break it up for two 45-minute classes. So I'm going to show you a glimpse into cycle 3 here today. So as you can see, you will have access to this platform throughout the week and also throughout your year. And so your teacher will give you guided instruction on how to use this platform beyond your 45 minutes through just the True North. So you will have access to this. This is accessible through a Roku channel, through Fire Stick, through your tablet, through your phone, so your kids can be engaged on this beyond the 45 minutes. This I will be using in my particular class in Cycle 3 as a spine, and we will be doing a lot of games and just multi-sensory things to get engaged in those 45 minutes because you have access to this throughout the week. So as you can see here, there's lots of fun links. This is just an abundance of love and effort went into this program, and you will be able to dive into this throughout your week. But through the 45 minutes that you're with True North, we will touch on the scripture, history, Latin, grammar, science, math, geography, hymns, timeline, and timeline song. So at True North, we will be doing all of these each week, and I'm going to give you a glimpse here into the history. So history, it's a 28-week program. We meet for 30 weeks at True North. 2 weeks will be a full review. We think it's very important just to make sure that the students are always, reviewing those concepts, and gives you some lenience there as parents. And there's always maybe that week that your child might be sick or you might have to miss. So week 1, here is a glimpse into the Dutch Revolt.
Week 1, history. Tell me about the Dutch Revolt. The Protestant Dutch, who became known as the beggars, were led by William the Silent. They fought for and declared their independence from the Catholic King of Spain in 1581.
So as you can just see already, the Cross 7 platform is multi-sensory. So there's visual, there's auditory. And so we will use this platform in class, but we will also be doing, like I said, hand motion, sign language, especially with some of those younger children. We understand as they get older, they may love that type of sensory, to help them remember, but some of them may not. I have one of those children. And so we get that, but we love to dive and dig deeper into these concepts. So I might, challenge those older children. What do you know? Have you ever heard what is, of the Dutch Revolt? Do you know what is Dutch? What is a beggar? And what does it mean to be silent? And so discussion is really valuable during those 45 minutes and participation in our class. And so as you can see here too, each of our pegs of the Latin, the geography, they all have these it'll say quiz or games. I love to consider them as knowledge checks. And so I will have my children go in there throughout the week or, do them together as fun games as a family, or just have them go in there. And then sometimes we use them in class as well. But like I said, these are things that you can use beyond the class and have them, fill them out. So if you have a reader, these are great. If you don't have a reader yet, you can do them together, or have your children, if you have multiple children, do them as well. But you can see too, there's lots of different types of things. Find the word, there's typing that you can use here, and even Mrs. Mirfin herself doing some of the sign language here. We will do that in class where I will show and demonstrate that to them. But if if your child comes to you and says, Mom, I didn't get that all in class, well, guess what? It's right here for you. Things that I will refer to you in class. Hey, we went over that in class. If you didn't get all of that, you can find it here on the Cross 7 platform. So these are just some of the things that we'll be going over, and there's always fun links and history videos for your children. And you can come up here, and some of the other things that we have really enjoyed is our Latin. So Latin is something that our family has always really enjoyed about classical programs. So here they'll be learning their numbers, they'll be learning and then associating them with the Roman numerals. Then you'll be going here and down into the declensions as well. So I'll give you a little peek into that.
Week 14, Latin. First declension, singular artera, terrae, terrae, terram, terrae, terra. First declension, singular.
So I love this for older students as well, because this is a really good review. If they're going into the National Latin exam, they can go back and they can review these games or memory checks as well. And then this is great foundation for those younger kids. So our children love Latin, and they even branched out and into Spanish with Senora Harkey at True North Academy. And they just have really taken off because they had these basic Latin skills. My oldest really had this down, but my youngest, was still in those learning steps, but she is starting to see the connections, even having the two programs together. So that's something you can add with the classical program. You can add Spanish in, and they can do both. And we also have other enrichment programs that go along with our science, and I will show you that here. So you can, we will be doing science each week, but if you have a child who loves science and wants to dig a little bit deeper, they can do the science enrichment program. And so we will be following along with these each week. So science is one of those things that I truly enjoy. So I will be doing the science club for True North Homeschool Academy. And we'll be just digging deeper even beyond these 2 days that we meet 45 minutes, and we call them our enrichment clubs. And so that's something that if, science isn't something that you enjoy doing at home, you can add that to kind of enrich your week. So, and if not, you can always just do this as your spine. So this is just a little bit of what we will be learning. I'm kind of just showing you here. And I'll pick one of the weeks. So let's say, about molarity.
Week 22, Science. Molarity is the concentration of substance in a solution, expressed as moles of solute per liter of solution. This is molarity.
This is a concept that is not even, understand until some kids get into chemistry in high school. And so, we'll, dive a little deeper and do just some simple experiments in our science club about that this year, just to get kids familiar. But then when they get into high school chemistry and they even know this definition, it really just helps them to be able to put all of those pegs together. So I really like that they're, just even becoming familiar with this word so early on, especially with myself having a science background. So so just giving you a little glimpse into what they'll be learning. And last but not least, I'll show you some geography. So geography, we'll be doing some fun map work in our class. Cycle 3 goes and does some U.S. history. So they'll be learning states and capitals. So here's a little glimpse into what we'll be learning.
Week 22, Geography. Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Montgomery.
So you can see they'll be learning their states and capitals, but something that I really truly enjoy is teaching them the formation of our states and capitals. And so you can also, if you would like, you can get the Claritas, through Claritas Publishing, you can purchase the maps or you can print these out, and through our Google Classroom, you will be sent some links, and how that you can purchase these. These come in a laminated, where they are on this side, they have all of the writing on the other side, they are blank. And so I love to use this as a visual as well, because sometimes, the fanciness of a program flashing at you, and then here, it's just a book and paper. So I'm kind of a paper person myself sometimes. And so they can take this and they can trace it, and I can point to it here, and I can say, okay, so, where is this? What is this, this brown here? And so some kids, at the early ages, they're not realizing, the geographical on the maps. And so we will talk about geography in detail. And so that's where, because it's broken up in 2 45-minute classes, then they are able to dig a little deeper on each of those subjects. So we'll be going over each of the pegs for the memory work, but then we'll be digging a little deeper in each of those, say if it's Monday, then we'll focus a little deeper on the geography, the hymn, and the math on those days, and the other days we'll be focusing on the other, digging a little bit deeper. And, we do use a Google Classroom, and your teachers may give you some extra worksheets or things that you can utilize through that week. But those are never required resources. They're just extra fun things, maybe to add in. And like I said, we have those enrichment classes with timeline and science that your children can join into. And we have a lot of things that you can make it around package, or you can just use, the classical memory work as just your spine. And then you, if you're a seasoned homeschooler, or just, a homeschooler that's all that, you want to do, then you can just, get the one class itself. So I hope that this little glimpse into our classical memory work program helped you get to see what True North Homeschool Academy can bring to you this fall. Please leave some comments if you have any specific questions, or reach out to myself or Miss Lisa Nurging, and we would be more than happy to help you with the fall, and help you with what would be a good fit for your family. So thank you, and I hope you have a great afternoon.